Hello, welcome back to Itchy Palms Gardens. Today I'm going to take you on a stroll down Willow Walk. The first part of our video footage today is in spring and the second part will be in late February. As you can see, there's a lot of green foliage in this bed at the moment, but there are some flowers. The yellow Dutch irises are flowering. Here at Itchy Palms Gardens I do a lot of mass plantings, so if there is one plant that thrives successfully, there are usually many of them. The very lush green border on the edge of the path is belladonna lilies or naked ladies. They are green at the moment, but they will flower later in February, which is midsummer in Australia. This garden has an extensive amount of jonquils in it as well that have already flowered, and there is a lot of green foliage inside the beds of the jonquils that are spent amongst the yellow flowering Dutch irises. The jonquils have done their job. They were our winter flowering colour. A lot of the jonquils were paper whites or early cheers, which were shades of cream and yellow. On the other side of the path we have blue flowering agapanthus, which are up all the time, and they have a lovely show in the summer. Originally I planted the belladonna lilies 1 to 1 foot or 30 centimetres apart, but over the years, which has been about 14, they have multiplied and multiplied, which is wonderful. So this is Willow Walk with an elm tree at the end. The other trees were willow, but just in a moment we'll digress and I'll show you something else that's happening in our garden that I'm not very happy with. When I was walking past our ruby garden the other day, I noticed one of our trees that I've had in for about 6 years, which is a ruby lace gladyssia, has got quite a bit of sawdust up the trunk, and I really wasn't happy. It's been growing there for quite a while and I was looking forward to some lovely shade, but now I'm thinking the tree is definitely at risk. Like in any garden, there are pests, and I'm not very happy with this one. Do you know what it is? While you're racking your brain thinking about what has done that to my tree, here's a painting I've painted. This is a painting of my mother's cactus. I liked it so much I painted it, and I also have this painting that you could buy on a pillow on Redbubble. I have quite a few paintings that are on different products on Redbubble, and I have the links below if you're interested. This is me doing a little bit of surgery on the tree. I thought I'd probe into what was happening. This footage is taken in springtime, and a lot of bugs and pests are very active in the spring when the trees are rapidly growing and the sap starts flowing. It seems this bug thinks this tree is very tasty. Yes, this is a borer. We have many different types of borers, and I'm sure they are all around the world, and they're not very good for your trees, and they can actually kill them if they really infest them. And I think this tree is a little far gone. I'll watch it for a bit longer before I pull it out, but very sad indeed. There's the boring larvae, which will be fed to my chickens. After I got as many larvae out as I could, I sprayed the tree with surface spray, and I'll just see how it goes. This is Arthur. He has got very fat from eating lots of larvae. Arthur is in such good condition that I decided to paint him. Arthur sits proudly on our lounge room wall, but in Redbubble there are products which you could purchase with Arthur on them. Just see our links below. Fast forwarding to February, we'll be doing the same walk we just did before, but I'll just show you some of these shots first. This is the time of year Lucille, my favourite shovel, gets a little vacation. The soil is so hard to dig that it's just not worth the effort. I love the blooms of the belladonna and I love the smell. It is very strong though. Some people don't like it, but to me it's heaven. The temperatures here in central Victoria in summer get to over 47 degrees Celsius and summers are long, hot and dry. All through the summer months, my main exercise is chasing hoses. Along the back border of this garden, I've propagated and planted white oleanders, which are very drought tolerant and one of my favourite plants. Yes, they are poisonous, but so are many other plants in the garden. There is one salmon pink oleander I've planted towards the path on Willow Walk, but it's only small, just for a bit of contrast. In this garden, the main things that need watering are the willows and the oleanders while they're young. This time, Willow Walk is in summer. As you can see, the belladonnas or naked ladies are parading and they are looking absolutely beautiful in the evening sunshine, and the aroma is gorgeous. All of the other bulbs are down now sleeping. They'll come back up in the winter. The willows are feeling a little bit exhausted because we don't have a lot of water here, so there are lots of crunchy willow leaves on the ground as I walk along. With the belladonna, it can take up to 5 years for them to flower once you put a mature bulb in the ground because they don't like disturbance. So this is a very happy occurrence for me. It's been a long time in the making and each bulb only produces one stem with one little set of flowers on it. The flowers usually last 3 to 4 weeks depending on the weather conditions. Next time I'll take you on a walk through our gold garden. Thanks so much for watching and feeding my obsession. Itchy Palms are a private garden, but we do open once a year in December. Check our Instagram or our website for details, and we are on Facebook. And happy digging, and I hope I've given you some inspiration to get out in your gardens. Bye-bye.